everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Rissa.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. In this episode of Anime Reaction, we watched episode 7 of Rewrite.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 7th episode of Rewrite, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. Don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching.
So, on this episode of Rewrite, we had some fallout from Inoue going missing.
Well, in the form of the club being disbanded to a...
Which I still think is bullshit.
It is bullshit, but yeah, it is bullshit. There's no... They say they're doing it to appease the parents and the media, but yeah, it's totally bullshit.
First off, how do they know?
Yeah, I mean, unless...
Well, as far as I know, that just a student went missing, and they just figure it's because of the occult club, because someone in there said something to her. But that's
yeah, but how would they know? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Like,
how would they know that the occult club knew about the thing in the forest? How do they know that Kotaro was the one who went to talk to her, or was the last person that she talked to? Other than the fact that maybe Kotaro said something, or maybe that other girl from the newspaper club said something.
Could be that, and also they were talking on the phone, so there would be at least a phone record, perhaps. But
yes,
unless you actually like tapped in or recorded that conversation.
Well, they probably checked her phone record, saw that Kotaro was the last person that she called, and then went to question Kotaro, and he didn't necessarily have a reason to lie. That's kind of the way that I think that it probably worked out.
But yeah, I mean, it's still bullshit.
Even if you felt that Kotaro was the reason why she went missing, there's still no reason to actually blame the occult club for it.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, they just had a conversation.
They as a group didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. But I think it's still wrong to even try to punish Kotaro over it.
I mean, it was the whole reason, the entire reason for blaming Kotaro is because of a rivalry that was on Inoue's side.
Yeah.
One-sided rivalry for
Kotaro didn't care about the rivalry. You know, it was a rivalry, cool, it was a friendly thing, but it was all on Inoue's side. Yeah. She did it of her own free will.
Yeah, and that's what it boils down to. But all they know is that she's missing, and that, you know, they're just that Kotaro was the last person she talked to, and they just want to make a stupid snap decision based on that, and so they did.
That kind of stuff actually pisses me off.
Yeah, but it is unfortunately true to life. Stuff like that does happen.
Yeah, I made the comparison with Pokemon Go, and I'm really pissed off about that stuff too, because
that's pretty dumb.
It's the players,
dumb assholes ruining it for everybody else.
Yeah,
and there you go.
Obviously, don't go into private property. Don't go knocking on people's doors. Don't go running out into the middle of the street. You know, don't go driving while you're playing Pokemon. Come on, guys.
Don't walk off a fucking cliff while you're
sense.
playing Pokemon.
Common sense is uncommon, though. But anyway,
the occult club decides to go back into the forest to search for her.
And clear their name. And
then everything goes wrong.
Yeah, that all goes to shit.
All the girls decide that they want to go use the restroom all at the same time, which leaves Kotaro alone.
Never do that. Never, 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 never.
Buddy system.
Even if you have, like, if you're the only guy and all the other girls decide to go at once,
stay within earshot.
One person stays with Kotaro.
Or two people stays with Kotaro, so then after...
Not bad! It's 11.
I like how they both go off.
I like how it sounds like she's the vocalist for the song. That's funny. And get back over here and put on your microphone. Really? But have 2 of them stay with Kotaro, and then after the other ones come back, then they can go.
Exactly. Always
system.
keep somebody around.
Again, common sense is not common.
Yeah. But so they end up getting split up. I guess the girls went another direction after they got done, which is retarded. And then they got split up. And Kotaro gets attacked by the wolf-like creatures that attacked him before. And he ends up rewriting himself again, so he's even more powerful.
And we get the debut of Jedi Wolverine.
Yeah, basically he ends up somehow creating Wolverine claws that look like lightsabers, and completely disintegrating the head off of one of the wolves.
The Force is strong in me, bub.
Like the I imagine it being because like there's this weird set of design around his hand. It's almost like a ribbon being wrapped around here and then crossing up like this.
Yeah.
And then there's a single one shooting out the middle.
So maybe that power is similar to our ribbon ghost girl.
Possibly, but at the same time, the coloration reminds me a lot of the live stream from Final Fantasy VII. You know, that nice greenish blue
Sort
tint.
of off-white green.
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay.
But yeah, so he manages to bring that power out, and then so he hears Lucia yelling. So he runs over there and finds that Lucia and Chiharu?
I think
The blonde girl.
Blackbeard-chan.
Yeah. Wow. Finds that they're fighting off creatures that kind of look like raptors. And they end up pulling out, well, Lucia pulls out what looks like a wakizashi, shorter katana, and
That patch girl pulls out a couple of combat knives.
I think it was Shizuru.
Shizuru.
I think.
And
Sorry.
And so basically they fight off the raptors pretty much no problem. I mean,
Well,
they obviously can't defeat all of them, and they're still held there, but
they hold their own.
they hold their own. Shizuru heals Kotaro from his wounds that he sustained from the wolves, and then Kotaro goes to look for the other girls, leaving the 2 girls behind to fight the raptors. He finds the other girls, and then they get set upon by a mandrake dragon thing that has a single like tentacle thing.
Mosquito.
Proboscis.
It's proboscis. I'm not sure what the fuck that thing was, but it was weird.
I was going for
The orange-haired girl?
Katori? I think it might have been her name.
Katori? But Kotaro ends up pushing her out of the way, and he gets stabbed right in his old wound. Right in his previous wound.
It's like
stays there and tries to pull him up towards it.
that was painful. It reminded me of a scene from Kung Fu Hustle where a guy has a knife in his arm. A friend of his pulls it out, and he says, "Don't," but he couldn't finish the sentence, and the other guy with the knife says, "Oh, sorry." Reminded me of that.
Yeah. And then, so he tells them to go and find Lucia and Shizuru. So they go, and
Well, wouldn't you know?
yeah, so as it turns out, the dragon's tongue thing can suck life essence, blood. I'm not sure, out of Kotaro.
I mean, you gotta think that the bulge that happened in the proboscis was like this. So I'm pretty sure that a good like liter of blood went missing from Kotaro in a second. So
It
That in
must have been
itself.
life force and not blood, because if it was blood, he'd be dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a couple seconds, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
So,
But he manages to use the Wolverine claws again and cut the thing off. And then he's getting attacked by the dragon with its tail, and he gets saved by Vampire Girl.
The weirdest dragon attack I've seen in a long
Flip,
time.
flip, bam! Flip, flip, bam!
yeah, don't knock it if it works.
Yeah, I bet it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
very
is.
powerful.
But yeah, he's
Certainly.
he's getting beat around by this dragon, and then the Vampire Girl shows up and uses her ribbons to cut off its tail, which I have to admit was a pretty amusing scene, because the tail gets cut off, flies across, and then the dragon like looks down and goes, "Huh?"
Eh?
Well then.
Yeah,
Shit.
and then gets killed.
Split in half. It's
After that, the vampire chick starts
coming toward Kotaro.
approaching Kataru.
And he gets aggressive with her because he has his Wolverine claws out.
And also, he has a flashback of her tearing his arm off and, well, shanking him.
And then
Of course he'd be scared.
his childhood friend shows up and yells for them to stop right before the Vampire Girl attacks him with the ribbon.
And then completely dodges the question, you can see her?
Yeah.
Yep.
Completely dodges it, and then
Completely.
dodges anything else for the rest of the freaking episode.
And then they go back to the clearing where Lucia and Chizuru were, and they find that there's no more raptors there. And
Well,
Lucia
there's
and
one more there.
It was
But-
dead.
it was
Oh,
the
they
only
killed it.
ones that were there were dead on the ground.
Right.
And Lucia and Chizuru were facing off against the club president and the orange-haired girl.
Because when those two entered the battlefield,
The raptors protected them.
yep.
So, yeah, that's...
Tipped them off to the fact that they are with Gaia.
Yep,
whereas
exactly that.
Lucia and Chizuru are with Guardian. Uh-oh.
Awkward.
But so a battle, a short little bout takes place, and President and Redhead disappear for a while.
And after being saved by
The butler
Sakuya,
guy.
the butler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who can take the vibrating wakizashi that Lucia had just with his arm.
Like, whatever.
Probably something in his coat.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, it's not too terribly unscientific.
Super scientific.
But yeah, he basically just shoulders them and jumps away.
That was probably the oddest takeoff I've seen in a while.
I gotta
I'm gonna
agree,
take my girls and leave.
Peace.
So yeah, I guess it sets up a big, fight or.
Or at least both sides kind of retreat for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
'Cause after
yeah.
that, it goes back to school and none of them are there.
Yeah, nobody shows up to school. I kind of figured that the four that were aligned with the two different
sides.
factions wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that the childhood friend didn't show up too.
Well, the way she was dodging all of Kataro's questions, she's in this deep. She has to be. She might even be that key.
I wonder
talking
what
about.
side she's on.
Hopefully, we'll find out.
Well, unless she's hiding, if she's with Gaia, she wasn't like aggressive with the other two.
Yeah.
Lucia and Chizuru. So I don't know.
But she was attacked by the mosquito dragon thing, mandrake thing.
Targeted, actually.
Yep. And Kataru blocked it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if that was all staged. You know? It really wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, and they have yet to find Inoue.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's that.
And she's been missing for 4 days now?
At this point, yeah.
At least 4 days.
I think they said 5.
4 or 5 days
At
without
least.
food or water. So if she's alive, I cry bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
Kidnapped.
Probably, yeah.
Kidnapped.
She's probably under the supervision of Gaia. because they seem to have a operation in the forest.
Yep.
They
And it was their fault.
Have a face there, yeah. And they released the monsters, basically, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all their fault.
We also got a random run-in with a mysterious black hooded character.
Yeah.
Member of Gaia?
It just mysterious black hooded character.
Mysterious.
Seriously mysterious.
We couldn't see faces, we couldn't see boobs, we couldn't see any sort of indication of what that character is. Not even hair.
And all that character did was just walk through the forest.
Yep.
It wasn't involved in the fight at all, as far as we know. And,
Probably a member of Gaia.
yeah, either a member of Gaia or some anti-heroes yet to reveal themselves.
My bet's on that, but I wouldn't doubt that.
It's so, yeah, where the story goes from here is just so wide open.
I want it to be the anti-hero because our heroes right now suck.
Yeah, they do.
Like to be honest, I mean, yeah, we got the healer, we got a good DPS tank, we got and we got a good support character, but they all kind of average.
Anyway, so let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.